This video will show you how to create the button effect on a Canvas page. And what I mean by button effect is if you look at this page by Mr. Hannon, he has these boxes on his home page that act as links to his agendas, to his quizzes, to his important resources. And if you look down here, he even has one to his units. So if you look at this, it's not just a pretty box, it's an active link as well. So you can click on this and go to this week's agenda, and you can click on this one and go to a list of the past week's agenda. And so that's really nice for students to be able to get to those things, and it also looks nice as well. So what I'm going to do is show you how to do that. First, we're going to open Word, or you could do this in PowerPoint or anywhere where you could create a customized image. So an easy way to do that in Word is to insert a shape. So you could insert a rectangle or a square, or really any shape you want, and add it and create text. So this week's agenda. So I'm going to add that text in there. This week's agenda. And I'm also going to edit that text and make it bigger and just make it look nice, however you want that to look. The other option that you could have is Word has these new icons. So you could select an icon when it comes up. Here we go. So maybe like this computer screen or this tablet screen. Click on Insert. I can make this bigger and go back to my Insert tab, create a text box, a simple one, and write my text in here. Actually, this one might be good. I could create a button for an e-learning assignment. I'm going to kind of format this shape a little bit. I don't want it to have a border, so I'm going to take off that border, and I'm going to change the text, make it bold. So now I'm going to change the text wrapping here to in front of text, and then I'm going to grab this and put it here in the middle of this screen. You might have to move it around a little bit. So, but however you want to create your image here. And then when you are all done creating what your button will look like, you're going to take your Snagit tool, or you could take the snipping tool that's also on your computer, and capture that image. So you would select your image, capture it, and then once it opens in the Snagit editor, you really don't have to, oh yes, I don't want that in there. You really don't have to do anything other than save it as an image. Now I moved that cursor out of there, that was my fault. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, and I'm just going to save this on my desktop for demonstration purposes, but obviously you would probably want to save it in your OneDrive. So I'm going to save it, make sure that it's a PNG, or you could save it as a JPEG image as well. Click Save. Now I'm going to leave Word and go back to Canvas. So I'm going to open my course and open the page that I want to place the button in. And the first thing you do is go to Images, upload a new image, choose the file, Again, this is just on my desktop. You can see I've practiced this a couple of times. Here's the one we just created. Open. Alternative text is what people using like an assistive device, if they hovered over it, what it would describe the picture as. So I'm just going to put e-learning assignment because that's what it would be a link to, and then click upload. Now before I go anywhere else and before I save, I'm going to select the picture in the page editor and go to links, and then if I had my e-learning assignment already created, I could click on assignments and scroll down and find whatever assignment I want to link it to. I selected that, and now this is an active link, so I can click out of here and hit save. And when it's all ready, when students click on that, it will link them to whatever you created the link for. So that could be this week's agenda, last week's agenda, this e-learning assignment. It could be, you could pull in a picture of a popular website you use like No Red Ink or ReadWorks, and you could make that picture an active link as well. So again, you can see that they would just click on the picture, which we'll call it a button, and it will take them to whatever you linked it to. You may have to go over, if you make some changes to your Canvas homepage and you do include links like those, you'll need to go over that with your students before when you create that, so that way they know that they have to click on that picture or that link, just so they're aware of why you changed it, and especially on an e-learning day, like if you used what I just did with like an e-learning picture, you'll want to go over that with them beforehand and just say, hey, I'd like to put up a picture like this, create a button at the top of my page. So that's how to create a button to improve your Canvas homepage. If you have any questions, let one of your tech coaches know.